Welcome to the Personal Finance Podcast for Doctors. This podcast aims to simplify all aspects of personal finance and helps you make smart and informed choices about money so that you can live happier and stress-free lives. Today's episode is brought to you by Chanda Varma, who is a financial coach and vice president with the doctor practice at MFA, the only company in India having a dedicated practice for doctors.
Hi, today I'll start with a short story about Dr. Ashish. I was at my client's birthday party this weekend and I met Dr. Ashish, chance meeting. He is a savvy investor in his late 40s, and knowing the industry I'm from, he started talking about his knowledge of markets, how he thinks it will move, and all his analysis. What I understood is that, like many, Ashish had a bouquet of investments. Honestly, a hodgepodge of products. And the more sophisticated you think you are, the more disjointed and complex your portfolio is. And Ashish thought of himself as a sophisticated investor. After listening to him, the only question I asked him was, why is your money invested the way it is? He thought for a moment and replied, well, it's been a combination of many things over the years. My friend told me to buy certain products, I did. My bank relationship manager sold a few. I had to maintain a relationship with them, right? My newly appointed wealth manager got me to buy some structured products. I have portfolio management schemes and some REITs. My friend also is a part of a startup network and he got me some private investments. Now, this is a very common response I have heard from many over the last decade. Now, there are other common ones like, I know the head of equity research in this MNC bank. He's a patient. I follow this expert who comes on all mainstream finance channels. Or my patient sold me this. I did it for tax purposes. Or I invested for high returns. Or I invested for loads of safety. Or something like, everyone in my network was doing this, so I did it. And how can I forget, today there are many popular avenues, right? The influencers on social media. So the question to all of you listening in today is, why is your money invested the way it is? What's your answer? The question is foundational when it comes to your money and your life. So it's important that you reflect on this one if you haven't so far. Take a few minutes, write down your answers. See, there are people shouting from rooftops today, I just made $1 million, I tripled my money. There are some people who are indicating 800% returns on their websites. And to protect themselves, they are very smartly packaging this as a model portfolio return. If you happen to be reading this kind of returns on a website or on some advertisement, you might be at least tempted to take a look at what they are saying, isn't it? Perhaps they know something you don't, or maybe they know something that your advisor does not. Looks like there's a secret and you get sucked into it. And it's not so easy to avoid this noise. It's not easy to avoid this make quick money trap. There is this strong desire that keeps pulling us to this one magical investment. And we justify this by saying things like, my friend is so smart, he has been doing this for donkey's years. Everyone in the club keeps talking about this, let me do this too. And this applies not only to exotic investments as they are sold, but also to simple things like bank deposits, bonds, gold, real estate, mutual funds, and stocks. So, what's your answer? Let me tell you a secret. The secret is that there is no secret. And the right answer is that your money should be intentionally invested to help you achieve all your needs and your cherished goals. Your portfolio should be intentionally built to help you live the life you have imagined with your money. Your portfolio should be intentionally constructed based on your purpose and your values. Who you are is defined by your values, and the way your money is invested or your portfolio is constructed is a function of who you are and your values. There is a line from Mark Mason's book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Every moment of every day, whether you realize it or not, you are deciding how to spend your time, what you pay attention to, and where you direct your energy. So right now, for example, you're choosing to listen to this podcast. There are infinite number of things you could be doing instead, but right now you're choosing to be here. Maybe in a second someone will text you and you will focus on something else. Maybe you will decide to watch a movie. When those things happen, you're making a simple, value-based decision. Your message is more valuable to you than listening to this. Our values are constantly reflected in the way we choose to behave, the things we choose to prioritize. And this is very important because we all have things that we think and say we value, but we never back them up with actions. And the one place where we do this the most is what we decide to do with our money and how we construct our portfolio. We say security is important to us, but we buy all the wrong insurance policies and are always underinsured. We don't bother to buy term insurance that is truly required. We say trust is important to us, but we listen to all the bullshit stories that are sold to us by so-called experts who are interested in only selling their investment products. We say we value integrity, we value people who work in our best interests, but we simply continue to entertain and get attracted to investments who just promise high returns. There is no other right way to invest other than the one that helps you live your values. That is the most important benchmark, your goals, your needs, your lifestyle, the protection of your purchasing power, your liabilities, your liquidity needs, your family's security and financial well-being, your longevity, your legacy, and so on. Anything else, any other hodgepodge of products, any other person selling you anything is merely a distraction. Hope this helps. Thanks for listening. Take care.
You were listening to the Personal Finance Podcast for Doctors with Chanda Varma. If you find this podcast relevant and interesting, do share it with other doctors as well. It will be great if you leave a review, share, like and subscribe. You could also let us know if there is any specific topic that you would like us to cover. For any queries or help, you can get in touch with MFA's Doctor Practice Team at 892-800-6140.